Hi everybody, today we're going to have a masterclass about all kinds of sports look. We often receive the question, can you also sport with an on-one hairpin? And the answer is yes, you can definitely create hairstyles when you're sporting. I'm going to show you today 3 different hairstyles, one halfway, one bun and one braid. And all 3 looks you can create just like in a simple way, just below 1 minute. So we're gonna start. I'm going to show all looks today with the strawberry pink, and the reason why is because the strawberry pink is very good when you see it in the hair. So for that reason I'm going to use the strawberry pink because it's a bright color, so it's good for you to follow. Again, we often receive questions how to use the hairpin correctly, so I give you a small presentation because it's the most requested question we receive. Of course, this is the #1 hairpin, and when you open the #1 hairpin, you always do it sideways. And the reason why, because the amount of hair that will drop in the lock, that is the amount of hair you can use. So if you have thick hair, of course your parting is a little bit smaller, and if you have fine hair, the hair parting is a little bit more. So some extra tips for today when you're going sporting. I'm using the pin for everything, so I run with the hairpin, I swim with the hairpin, I ski, pedal, all kinds of hairstyles. And sometimes I'm switching. First of all, the look I'm wearing when I do running. Of course, a lot of you already saw it, but this is like an extra tip for you. I'm grabbing the normal parting, so it goes from below the ear till the crown area, 2 triangle sections, and you part like you can do it backwards, or maybe you still prefer to do it in a side way, but for this time I'm grabbing the hair all backwards. Then the trick is, of course, twist the hair, then grabbing the hairpin and place the hairpin over the twisted part. I'm just going to change the camera a little bit more this way. So you see, I'm placing the hairpin again over the twisted part, and then I turn my hand and it slides in opposite direction, just like that. When you do running or other kinds of sports, a good way to make sure your hair stays in place is to grab another hairpin. There are always 3 or 5 in the box, and you can secure another one. Place it underneath the other hairpin as close as possible, and place it under, so the amount of hair and the grip will be like 30% even more. So place the hairpin like this to underneath, and then you can run, you can ski, you can do any kind of sports you like. Of course, when you do sports, you're almost likely sweating. So for people who really like to do more a total updo, that is a hairstyle I will come back on later. For now, 2 of the hairpins below, it will definitely help you. The second hairstyle, but also on halfway, is also the trick we do a lot of time when people have very thick hair. What you're doing is that you're grabbing the parting halfway and you're just braiding the hair tight and you're not braiding all the way through, but you're just making 3 to 4/5 slides, just like that, not further. And the reason why is because the braid is now flat, combined together, so already the grip of the half parting is already there, and then you secure it with the hairpin. So I'm not placing the hairpin all the way until here, but I'm placing it like 1, 2, 3 on the 3 and the 4th slide. There I'm placing the hairpin over, so I'm lifting it over, then lowering my hand and twisting the hairpin around, then gently pushing the hairpin over the braid, and I'm undoing the rest of the braid. Push it again. You still see that you have some movement of the braid, but it doesn't look like a braid anymore. But this construction almost is like so powerful. And of course, the trick I learned you already, you can already place an extra hairpin below, close to the other one, and secure it for even more grip. So with 2 hairpins and the braid, this will give you the confidence that you can win any game. So this is the half looks. Now we're going to change to a total updo. I'm just going to move a little bit further away. For people, of course, when you do running or other kind of sports, if you sport, it's warm, so you don't want to have all those hair around you, you don't want to feel it, you don't want to touch it. So I'm now grabbing the whole hair in a not low but also not high, like a middle ponytail, that I have the right amount of grip. Then I'm placing my hand underneath, I'm lifting, I'm pushing a little bit so that I have a lot of tension. Then I'm closing my hands and I'm turning my hands around. I'm going to do that again. So I'm wrapping the ponytail, I'm lifting the hair, I'm closing my hand, and then I'm turning, but I'm always keep in mind to don't lose the ends. Then I'm opening the bun and I'm placing the ends through the bun. Then the hairpin comes in. I will change it again so you can see it. I just placed the hairpin in the bun, a little bit like that. That's the reason why I used strawberry pink, so you can follow me. Now the ends come out, and then I'm flipping it in the opposite direction. Make sure the hairpin is tight on the scalp, and then push it gentle until it locks. Now I have one. Now I'm placing the other one in the opposite direction of the strawberry pink. I'm going to change again the camera a little bit, so I hope you can see it. So now you can see the tantalizing blue ends, they coming out, and then I'm flipping it all the way around and make sure it's tight over the scalp, and just I have the 2 hairpins and I just push them into each other. I really prefer this look when I do all kinds of sports. Why? Because it's very tight, but the hairpins are in the bun, so they're not on the scalp. So you can still move and it's not too tight, so you don't have any headaches, but still you can do any kind of sport you want. You can do run, get on a bike, everything. But the tension is not on the scalp, so you don't have any, for me it feels very, very comfortable. So this is the second one. And of course we see a lot of kind of hairstyles, but this is one of my favorites when I run because it's easy. I can create it in less than 30 seconds, but yeah, of course I do it often. So we're always saying, if you're going to try the hairpins for the first time, try them. Sometimes it's just like riding a bike. If you know how to do it, it's very easy, but keep on practicing, and in 2-3 times everybody can handle them. So this was the halfway and the look you can create when you want to have it all up. Now I have a hairstyle that still looks elegant, so I'm wearing this when I swim or when I ski because it's a flat look, but also it looks amazing because if I'm swimming and I get out of the pool, I still want my hair to look, of course, elegant. What you're doing, I'm going to move the camera a little bit again. I'm creating the same triangle shape. I'm going to lift it up a little bit. Again, I'm grabbing the hair in 3 partings and I'm going to braid the hair, and I'm just grabbing a little extra hair so that I'm continuing my braid. One from the side and then an extra parting, and it doesn't have to be all small slides. You can do just like in 5 or 6 slides you can continue, so it's all up to you how creative you like to be, but for me it's just like then I'm continuing braiding. Make sure that the lower part is braided very, very tight. So I'm almost there. I never use any elastics. I continuing braiding till the end, and make sure you're going all the way through. Then I'm going to leave it, and of course it's depending if I'm going to do it when I'm skiing and I have to wear my helmet. I keep it like this, but when I go for a beach day, I'm always pulling some of the hair a little bit out to create some extra movement and some extra volume. But that's depending, of course, if I have to wear a helmet or something else. But you can see really with the braids, and if you just pulling it a little bit, it gives so much more volume and texture and gives a total different kind of style. Then I'm grabbing the ends and I'm going to roll the ends all the way up. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit like this. So I'm placing my finger in, I'm rolling it around my finger, and make sure that I'm just hiding it in the last braiding part. Again, I'm using the strawberry pink because then you can see it. You're not placing the hairpin all the way at the sides. You're placing, you see, he wants to pop out. I'm just going to tuck it in again. You're placing the hairpin in the almost center. A good thing to know is, of course, I have myself very fine hair, but we were just a couple of weeks ago in Bangkok and there were people with a lot of thick, strong, straight hair. How more hair you have, you don't place the hairpin all the way in the center because then you cannot make the turn from the bun to all the way to the scalp. So how thicker the hair, how more you already place it a little bit to the left or to the right. But in normal hair, you're just placing it almost in the center. So for now, I'm placing it in the center, but if you have thick hair, place it a little bit more to the side. I'm placing the hairpin. You can see the ends come out, and then again I'm flipping it, and make sure that the hairpin is tight over the scalp, just a little bit of wiggling. And already you see that with one hairpin I already have a steady base, but of course we're going to do some heavy activity with it, so I'm just placing an extra hairpin on the other side. You see, hairpin comes out, and flipping it around, make sure you're keeping also in mind where the other hairpin is, that's in here, and just pushing it across. Of course, now I use the seashell pink to show you, but normally I would wear, for example, in brown hair, the mochaccino or the satin sand or the smooth caramel. But sometimes I'll wear, like, of course, a strawberry pink look, and I do want to see the number one hairpin bright popping out. So that's all up to you. Once it's in, you create a very stable hairstyle, and you can even grab the hair a little bit more, wriggle it a little bit more, and create more texture in the hair. Also, you can grab your back comb and just make sure that your crown area is lifted. Of course, it's possible because the hairpins are flexible. They're not material from metal, so you can easily just lift the hair. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't move, it doesn't change. And if you are finished, you're just pushing once more the hairpins a little bit more further, so you are definitely sure that they are secured. So you see, it's a good way, what I already told you, when you're skiing or other sports with helmets, but also when you were at the beach and you have to go out and you went for a swim, and in the end you are dressing up. In just like 1-2 minutes, you create a hairstyle that everybody thinks, okay, how did she manage that? It's just like a Dutch braid, and flip it in, roll in, pin it up with 2 number 1 hairpins, and you're finished. So yeah, this is the 3, almost 4 hairstyles I created with the number 1 hairpin. If you have any kind of hairstyles you want us to show you, please let us know in the comments. And yeah, we are always more than welcome to answering all your questions. I don't know, I'm looking to my colleague. Are there questions? No, not at the moment. Okay, thank you so much. And thank you for your time, and I hope that you love it. And we'll be around in a couple of weeks for more tutorials, and we hope to see you over there. Thank you.